here we go, my party people. So this problem here, everybody, what we're tasked with doing is finding that number. What is the number? So I'll go ahead and use X for the number just to keep things simple. And what we're going to do is we're going to read through the situation and make sure we understand this front to back. So let's go ahead here and identify anything that makes sense mathematically, like is equal to. We'll go ahead and immediately start off with that because that's a great place to show separation between my left side and then whatever's after it, which would be my right side. So let's go ahead and get this done here. The left side, I'm going to use blue. And that right side, I'll go ahead and use red. So let's just go ahead and make sure we show everything we're going to be working with. And so in blue on the left side, the sum of a number and 4. All right, sounds good. So that'll be n plus 4. That's what the sum of a number and 4 is. And then it says, okay, so you have that sum of a number and 4. Then it says multiplied by 4. Look at the comma. Let me make sure I erase all of this and zoom on in on that comma. That comma there, everybody, means we're going to do the sum of the number and 4. And whatever the result is, then we'll multiply by 4. So when we have that going on, everybody, again, we have the sum of the number and 4. And then we multiply by 4. That's what that means, my party people. So we're going to multiply the result or the group by 4. From here, let's take a look at that right side now. It says 148 decreased by, okay, so let's start that off. 148 decreased by, so subtracting, and then it says 7 times the same number. All right, 7 times the same number. I know I used n when I said I would use x, so let me just be consistent there. But either way, we still have the same exact setup, just like that. All right, so my party people, we're good. We're ready to go. What we have to make sure we understand from this point moving forward is that we have to distribute the 4 here. We can't just treat this like 4x and then the 4 by itself. No, this is a group. So what we have, or what we have to do, is distribute the 4 to the x, which is 4x, and to the 4. My party people, what is 4 times 4? Hit me with it. 4 times 4, that's going to have us right down here. Yeah, 16. And yes, to answer that question, Krishan, yeah, when you see sum of a number and 5 or a number and whatever, you can use whatever letter you want for that missing number. The letter, the variable, is just a placeholder, and it's just basically saying, hey, whatever number I'm talking about, it's X, or it's N, or it's Y, or whatever. But that's just a placeholder, so yeah, you can go ahead and freely interchange that. So on the right side here, we still have the 148 minus 7x. And so we have variables on both sides, and we have whole numbers on both sides. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get those variables together. And be careful, because we're not subtracting 7x on both sides. We are going to be adding 7x on both sides. Because when we add both sides, 7x cancels on the right side. And then we have 4 plus 7, which is 11x, plus 16. And that's going to equal 148. Up next, we'll subtract 16 on both sides, leaving us with 11x equals 132. And if you know your multiplication tables, this is definitely something that you'll be excited about because you'll be able to do this without long division. My party people, help me out. 11 goes into 132 how many times? Divide by 11 on both. Right here, cancels out on the left, and we get x equals what? Yeah, x equals 12. 11 times 11 is 121. Add another 11, and we get 132. So the answer there would be 12 times 11, and there's our correct answer. X equals 12 makes answer choice B the correct answer. So there we are, everybody. Congrats. There it is. And hopefully. All right, so in this next problem here, we're going to go ahead, be methodical. Here it says, how long does the ride take? So when we ask how long something takes, and we look at our answer choices, 3 hours, 3.5 hours, 4.5 hours, can you tell me what kind of a unit are we talking about, everybody? Yeah, we're trying to find time. We're trying to find time here. So when we think of that, again, how long does it take? We're looking for time. We can write that down on the side if we'd like to. No problem. And now what we're going to do is look at the facts that we're dealing with. So here it says, hey, a cyclist covers 91 miles at 26 miles per hour. Okay. When I think of 91 miles right over there, everybody, that's a distance. That is a distance. And when I look at 26 miles per hour, that is a rate. Excuse me for almost writing time there. But the giveaway again for rate is that word per, miles per hour. So now that we're here, what we're going to do is we're going to set up our formula. Distance equals rate times time. And what we're going to do is insert 91 for the distance. We'll insert 26 for the rate, and we have what we need. We're good to go. So let's go ahead and solve this by understanding that we're working backwards, and that is division. We'll divide by 26 on both sides, knowing that it's going to cancel here on the right side, and that's it. We're good to go. So now we'll go ahead and set up our long division, 26 going into 91. And what I'll show you here is that, look, even if it's not obvious how many times 26 goes into 91, you are more than free to go ahead and, again, trial and error. I know that 25 times 4 would be 100, so maybe not 4, maybe I'll try 3. When I do 26 times 3, 6 times 3 is going to be 18, and we'll carry that 1. And then we have 2 times 3 gives us 6, carry the 1, and that's 7. So we have 3 is going to be it for sure, because if we go up another 26, we're way past 91. So we'll go ahead and write 3 right there. Subtract the 78. And once we do that, we may have to borrow. That's fine. That's totally fine. We can go ahead and borrow from the 9, make it an 8. And this is going to be 11. 11 minus 8 is 3. And then 8 minus 7 is 1. So it looks like we have 13 here. But remember, my party people, we're not done because we still have a remainder. And we see that our answer choices don't include remainders. They include decimals. So what we'll do is we'll place the decimal where we know it already is. Because remember, everyone, 91 is the same as 91.0. It's the same thing. So I'm just placing the decimal vertically right above each other. And then I'll have that 0 right there that I'll bring down. So 26 going into 130. Well, let's go ahead and see what that can be. If we went times 4, it might be a little low. I might try times 5. When I try that out, we'll go ahead and have 6 times 5, which is going to be 30. We'll carry that 3. And then we have 2 times 5, which is 10. Carrying the 3 is 13. So there we are, everybody, 130 exactly. So we can place that 5 right there, subtract that 130, and we're good. No remainder. We get 3.5. And remember, because we are looking for time, that is going to be 3.5 hours, which in this case would be answer choice B. And there we are.